And hello again, and here we are in Jeff's workshop once again. It's now what, mid-August. It stopped running at last. It's been running for last week or so. It's popped in and we see this very old, newly painted compressor pump. Is that what it is?
It's a broom and wade pump. It's off that little compressor.
Okay, and I see you've painted it and you're currently doing things with it.
You know, when you think of it, it'll take a minute just to do something.
And
Wrong.
So what's been happening? It's been leaking, you said?
Well, I stripped it and it was full of
we just see there.
crap because people don't change the oil in them.
No.
And I cleaned it all out.
Yeah.
Made 2 new gaskets up, bolted it on, put a bit of paste on it.
Yeah.
All went together fine. Put the oil in. After a few days,
It started leaking.
oil all over the bottom.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, crap. And what had happened is it had dripped out from the gasket fit. I wiped it and then it didn't seem to come out. But it had trapped the oil under the base, and when I wiped it from there, more come out, and I thought, oh bloody hell.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, is it had a bloody crack or something in the base?
Yeah.
I know, I've pulled it off, it's not.
It's not. Okay. So what's the problem? You just need some better gaskets.
The original gaskets were like cork.
Yes.
And what happened is, I've had them.
Yeah.
The areas where the bolt holes are, they're not dead flat.
Oh yeah.
And if it's only a thin gasket, it can't get the
it can't seal it.
Yeah. Whereas originally, if it had them thicker cork gaskets on, it was
fine. Yeah.
probably fine.
I take it you've been.
Well, I've just had them on the flat plate there. I'm just trying to get them better.
Yeah, with a bit wet and dry. I can see over there in the corner.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the faces on here should be flat, but
yes, well,
all I can do is get them and just sort of.
Yeah. Hope for the best.
Yeah. See, the touching on the four areas where the bolts are, but they're not.
No, I can see where you've been rubbing it. There's some.
Yeah, you can see low spots there, and it's
where you've not got there yet. Yeah. Hang on, just there where my finger is. Okay, so you're over there now, rubbing away.
So I'm just sort of getting them on there.
Okay, so I'll leave you with that.
Once they've sort of polished to more or less level, I can then put them back on.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you with that while I go and drink some tea.
Yeah, you can.
Oh God, yeah.
You can see. I've been rubbing that one, and you can see how it's taking the corners,
you can see here.
but the area where it was leaking, it's not.
Yeah, it's very rough.
It can't clamp the gasket.
Okay. Well, with that, I'll go and drink tea for a while you do that, and then we'll come back and look at what else you've been doing. And I'll come back and look.
Well, I would have been doing other things
with real motorbikes, with motorbikes, not ancient old compressor pumps. Okay, so we've just had our coffee break, or tea break for me, and we're now looking at your Honda drag bike. It's coming together. You got the new back end.
It looks like it's coming together.
It looks like, and you got the old front end from the original frame, and you're sort of joining them together at the moment.
Well, no, what I've done, I've just rested it there. I've double checked these pipe clearances because when they were on, they're very close to the tube.
Yes. Yeah. And are they okay, or?
Once that's in the middle, this frame, funnily enough, the pipe will actually rock in the port, and you can actually sort of pull it out, so
you can get it in and out.
They're very close once they're bolted in. There's probably only a couple of mil between that and the tube.
It's enough.
It's enough.
Yeah.
It's not going to worry it. So,
okay, so right now it's just on your bench, but it will in time.
I've got to get it on the jig.
On the jig.
These have got to be warmed up. They've got to come out.
Yeah, let me just lift up the camera and we can see. You've got to.
There's enough that I've got to clean them lugs off there.
And then join it all together.
May have to just trim a bit off these.
Yeah.
Warm. I've just got to jiggle around with it and get them in.
Those,
the only thing is, the mounts there. If I warm them up and pull them out, the mounts are off. They're going to go on it. So I'm going to have to weld something to them, like a couple of spaces either side,
take up the difference
to square them up.
Okay.
Which
you can do.
Well, obviously shouldn't be too.
Okay, and the reason this isn't quite yet on the frame jig is because there's a frame on the frame jig.
There's a frame on the frame
which
jig.
I saw a few days ago when I did the video on my swing arm down here. So let's go look at that again in case you've done anything else since then. Okay, so we've come out to your outer workshop where we've got the jig, the frame jig, and a frame on it. And I think, as I say, I saw this last week. I thought it was my frame for my Kawasaki.
No, it's our Leslie's KH.
Yeah, KH250, and it's on here just to make sure it's okay. Having had a few bangs in its life.
It had been down the road and it had bent this bracket, so we straightened it.
Yeah.
And we obviously just checking it to make sure it all
And is it straight? I hope it is.
It's, well, the tube, yeah, I've just gone and pushed that in there. It's just gonna...
Yeah.
Just,
okay, so you've now got that clamp at the back. Make sure everything's...
The spacer was...
Yeah.
It did move before.
Okay, I believe you.
Well, the thing is, if it wasn't going in, it's all tightened up.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got that bracket in there now. So all that's clamped up nice and tight. You can't go anywhere. It's clamped at the front.
I think it's been...
With your new cones here that can't move. No movement in them at all. And now it's clamped up there as well.
Yeah, it's squared up on there.
Yeah.
The bar's gone through. We've machined the bush up, so it squares it up in there. It's...
So it's okay.
There's nothing, you know, there's nothing untoward or...
Okay, so now,
you know...
So you're going to do any more work on this now? Now it's okay, or is it going to be...
Well, I don't know if Les wants to take it now.
Okay, good, you can take it, because it's here, because you can take it. We'll get it on there. I think he's bringing in some crankcase bits for you to play with at the moment, so... Okay, so that's sort of what's happening at the moment, and once this is gone then, I believe we're going to start with my Kawasaki.
Which is, I put there.
Yeah, my Kawasaki Z650/1100 project, which needs to be tied together. Okay, great stuff, and now let's have a look at what else is going on. Okay, so next we've got my back end for my future project, my Z650/1100 project, with this repaired and modified Kawasaki ZRX 1200 swing arm, billet wheel at the back, and we've just been working on, or Jeff's been working on this bracket here, which had to be stepped to make it all fit, and next it's going to have a torque arm. And actually I've just had a think about this. I was looking at the wheel for a while while I was drinking my cup of tea, and I think what I'm going to do with this is, you see, the swing arm's got this shouldered style to it. It's been grooved here, and the wheel's got a shouldered style as well, with these shoulders and a sort of lower centre. So I think I'm going to mimic that general style in this bracket here. So what we'll do is we'll machine out, not all the way through, but we'll machine out maybe 2 or 3 mil a shape here to follow this shape of the bracket, both here and also perhaps, let's go around here, there as well, but maybe here's not a lot of room, but maybe just a little bit here. As I say, just to kind of tie the style together, I've got this groove here, this indentation all the way down both sides of the swing arm, and I've also got this machined indentation here on these spokes. So yeah, I think by leaving that flat it doesn't quite look right. I could polish it, but no. So I think I'm going to put a machined indentation to match both here and perhaps there as well, but we'll see. Yes, that's what's going on at the moment, and we'll come back next week and see how things are progressing. There we go.
Sorted.
Okay, here we are back at Jeff's workshop. It's been a long time since I was last here, about a month or so.
Invalid's back.
Yes, because you did what, Jeff?
Slipped on the bottom rung, 2 rungs of the bloody ladder and landed on my foot, twisted it sideways.
Quite badly, so you've not done any work for quite a while. But you're now back to normal, almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
Almost.
And so here we have your Honda drag bike, now being moved out from the main workshop into the outer workshop. It's now on your frame jig. So what's been going on recently?
Well, I've renewed on these 2 tubes. It's been cut there.
Yeah.
We have slugs, which are there. I've machined them up so that they will tap in.
Yeah, let me just zoom on that, just a minute. Okay, so zoomed in now, we can see that slug you've just made up, and that'll connect the...
Well, what I'll probably have to do is drift them in. I'll have to unbolt them from here.
Yeah.
Just check the headstock angle. I can't remember what the angle was now. I think it was 35. It was around 35 degrees, I think.
Oh, don't ask me. You made it.
Wasn't raked as much as the comp bike.
Yeah, normally they're about 42, aren't they? To 45.
Yeah. So I mean, if 30 or 35, it's
pretty modest. It's not too much.
Right.
Yeah.
So what we'd like to say, what I need to do is get them back in there.
Yeah.
There'll probably be a little bit of jiggery pokery to get these. The angles of them are. Well, like I say, I'll have to put them in, and then I'll just have to fettle them before I weld them, bolt it all in on there.
Make sure it's nice and tight, yeah.
But I've got to make sure I've got to get these flowing in as well.
Yeah.
It's actually, this is now where it takes more work to modify something
and to build it
than
from
just
scratch.
doing something from scratch.
Well, nevertheless, it's you're rejoining up the old with the new, so yeah, I guess it's Takes a bit of time.
So I've just marked that. I was just working out some lugs.
Yeah, let me just refocus a second.
Mounts here.
Okay, so just refocus yet again, and now we can see the top a little bit better. So you've got to bend. What are you going to do? Bend out the top rails?
I'll get the bottom ones
done first.
first.
Yeah.
But what I'm actually thinking of doing here, it will come back a little bit. I may have to trim a little bit of these. Yeah. What I'd like to do, I was looking at it. What I might do is warm these and actually bend them in there.
A bit more. Yeah.
And just put a small
kink in it. Well, not
dog
kink.
leg in.
Yeah.
Or it means bring. The problem is if I bring that level with that, it means then it's in the way of your head nut.
Yes.
I mean, although you won't be able to take the head off.
No, but you don't.
You want to be able to get a socket at it.
Yeah.
Just to knit, to check it, to retorque it.
Yeah, good point.
So I've got to think of that.
Okay. Okey-doke.
So at the minute it's.
And the back end's pretty much now.
Basically, the back end's done. I mean, we've got that. That can be. Well,
okay.
There's basically only. There's a couple of tabs.
Yeah.
Just for the seat unit. In fact, when I put the tube up for the seat unit here, I'll just put a strip down at 45 with a 6mm hole in it, just to bolt it to it. So it actually gives the seat unit frame some support, and it holds the seat unit.
Okay.
I'm going to machine some round lugs up here, and then I'm going to put a piece of 1 inch or flat bar bent like a little A, welded. I'm going to box them in and then bronze weld them to the tube.
Right. This is all to support.
Yeah. This will be for the it's supercharger and rear engine mounts.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's.
Well, that's happening next week then.
And then I can put 2 top ones on here. What I need to do is I'll put. Actually, that's a 10mm, but I think here 8mm, an 8mm bolt, which is. I think we've got one of them. So basically, once I've made some lugs, sat them on the frame.
Yeah, 8mm enough.
I'll just make some round lugs and I'll just bronze them onto the top. And
nice big space.
But the lugs I'll make the cap head bolt will go inside.
Okay, yeah.
So you'll bronze them on.
Hang on, we've got a visitor here. My dog's just turned up.
Hello.
He's a bit wary, aren't you? Hey, what are you going to leave you, lad? No food here, boy.
Oh yes.
No food here today.
Hey.
All right, you. It won't be long now. It's okay. He's not allowed in the workshop because of all the swarf that's on the floor. All right, okay. Right, so that's the.
We've actually welded out a pipe here. They've done them.
Oh yes, yeah.
But I want to get these on before I tack these because I need to get. I don't want one.
No,
I want to try and
get them the same
as close as possible. You don't want to look from the back and one's stuck up and one's stuck down.
Okay.
So. They've got a little bit of tubing at the minute just to hold them while I was getting the position right.
Yeah.
But once that, I'll have to take that out and they'll have to clamp it.
And weld it, yeah.
I'll actually tack them in situ.
Yeah.
I'll have to get the TIG out here and...
Okay. Right, anything else been going on then in the last few weeks that we've missed?
Not really.
Apart from your sore ankle?
Apart from that, no.
Okay. Anything out there? Oh yeah, I've got one idea. I've just had a thought. Must tell you about that. So let's go back inside and we'll just finish off. Yeah, notice this, Jeff. It looks like something from Captain Nemo's submarine.
This? Yeah, the Nautilus, yeah.
So what's that doing here then?
It's Steve-O, he wants me to...
Steve-O the Hoarder.
Yeah, because it's bloody heavy.
Yeah, is it brass, is it?
He's got a brass ring there.
Yeah.
And what he wants me to do is sort of line them up.
Oh, and drill it through.
One's got to go on each side of the steel.
Yeah, you were saying this is for his boat, is it?
It's for his narrowboat, yeah. He's got a few more, so he's dropped me this one in. So I've got to sort of clamp that. These are funny, they're measuring about 13.5. So all I can do is find a drill near enough and mark them, clamp it, mark them. I think if
it's for a boat,
then just put a 1/2 inch.
Yeah, I don't think a barge is going to be.
No, but this is all brass. This is all for hatches down the side.
It looks like something from a bloody.
Oh, it's
19th century submarine or something. A diver.
Yeah, Victorian.
You said it's quite expensive as well. How much was that then? You did say.
Well, he didn't say, but he said the same one. There's one on eBay at the minute, and they want £750 for it.
Yikes! He's got several.
He's got a few of these, yeah.
Oh, well. Yeah, Steve-O's a bloke we know who's got a huge, big kind of storage unit, and it's just full up to the brim of stuff, just weird things he collected over the years.
That he just hoards.
Just hoards, yeah, it's right, hoarder. So maybe it's something that's worthwhile to hoard because it's quite valuable.
Well, no, this is where his boat is. Where this is.
Oh right, yeah.
He's got a 60-foot narrow boat that
Right.
all this is for.
Yeah. Anyway, that's something a bit different. So let's get back to the real stuff, i.e. my wheel.
Your wheel mill stainless washer. I was just going to put that between there, you know, so it's
fine.
not actually
Hitting anything.
I need to put that between there, and then I can make a small.
Yeah. No, what I was thinking was,
Spacer.
rather than leaving this flat and smooth, it'd be nice if I could mimic the slight design of this sort of indentation here and the indentation on these wheels. So rather than drilling a hole in it or going all the way through or putting a round hole in it, it'd be nice if I could just do a little indentation, just to sort of machine out a small, maybe 2 or 3 mil indentation here and here to mimic that indentation there and this indentation here, rather than it just being a sort of straight flat piece. But it's up to you. It's really a bit tricky to do.
It's quite tricky. I mean,
all right, we'll leave that for the time being then. But that might be something we'll do.
It can be done, but it's
one day.
It's, you know,
work. Yeah,
unless you're going to do like a triangular shape in it.
Yeah,
and
that's what I wanted. Just a triangle.
yeah, it's
not a straight thing. Just like to follow the line of this. But we'll do that another day.
unless you put some little ball slots in it.
No, I don't want ball spots.
No, if you're doing vertical, I don't
want
think
to sort of
it'll
mimic,
look right. Yeah,
mimic this kind of
it's
this
like,
idea
it's just
here.
got like
and,
a little dip.
Yeah, and that little dip there that's built into the spokes of the wheel. But anyway, that can wait for another day. It's getting late now. The dog is looking at me. He wants to go home. So we'll call that quits, and we'll come back next week and see the progress.
Well,
on the drag bike.
So all I'll do. Well, see, with that in there, and it's spaced. The wheel's not in the middle of the swinging arm.
Yes, we know.
But then what we're going to have to do
space the swing arm.
Is do that. Is we still on with that?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. What we're going to have to do is then adjust the swinging arm. To get the wheel in.
Well,
the
the good
middle.
news is this.
But it's been cut down.
It's been cut down. It's been machined down to go into an old 70s Z frame, which is fine because that's what we need. Which gives us a bit more to play with in terms of moving it from side to side. Okay, so with that then, it's time to go home, and we'll see you again next week. We won't mention that one there. And so we'll come back next week and see progress on the Honda and on this thing as well. And so until then, thanks for watching and cheers. Yeah.